So color me surprised when we end the episode with Spawn camping the big bad wolf. Like, it's really funny too, because over the course of the episode as I'm watching, I'm thinking to myself, hey, I wonder what the next boss will be. Like, because we're talking about the scars, of course, there's a couple of ways to get rid of the mark. But in my mind, I'm thinking if Sunraku ever gets rid of it, it's gonna be because he defeats the monster that gave it to him. It just feels like there's enough benefit with the mark that he's not really in any rush to get rid of it. But I think most of us assumed the next big boss fight was going to be the big Kraken. I mean, that was our original destination. We were going to meet up with that bad boy, right? Like that was the entire that was the entire reason. And to run into the Zoo Guild, who I thought, oh, that's cool. We're gonna have a big Peking because they're hiding something that's a little suspicious. Sunraku and Tiger Zero? Why not? I don't know how, but they spawn camp the Lycagon. I want to say we can't beat it, but on the same time, could you imagine if Sunraku casually came back to Arthur and them and said he defeated a unique monster? I have a suspicion that we are gonna lose, but we're gonna make a lot more progress in the first time. And then we're gonna move on to the big ass boat monster, and then maybe season 3 jump back into the Wolfie. I don't know, but that's my assumption right now. I got full live reactions over on Patreon if you want to see me break in real time to this Shangri-La Frontier greatness over there exclusively. So very good episode. A lot happened. We get the resolution and the conclusion to the minute-long speedrun boss fight, which, in Sunraku's defense was actually like 59 seconds and some odd milliseconds. For us, it was much longer than a minute, but you gotta love anime logic. I mean, Goku could be standing there casting a giant explosion for 3 episodes and it's 30 seconds in universe time, so why not Sunraku fighting something for us for 5 minutes and it's only a minute for him? That's just how anime works. We also get a cute little adventure date-like thing with Tiger Zero, which I'm still surprised she's managed to actually progress. I didn't think that was possible. I really didn't think she had it in her to actually progress, but props to her. She fumbles a little bit by seeming like a psycho bitch, but Sunraku doesn't judge, I suppose. And then of course we get the whole Zoo Guild, and the show doesn't miss. Let's tackle it in order. So we get the resolution, and we end up learning a lot more about his new gauntlets. So what I said last week was his gauntlets kind of gave me the vibe that it would shoot a blast of some sort. Like, I don't know, the crystal would charge up, big laser shot, something like that. And I said, like, it would make sense for him to have maybe a bit more range attacks as well. So I wasn't exactly right, but it is a ranged attack too. So he can shoot crystals out of the gauntlets. But it's cooler than just that, because then after the crystals are either in the ground or an enemy, whatever it's going to be, he punches the ground and then the crystals extend. So you can see how this is both good for maneuverability, as seen by him standing on it and launching himself, but also how you could rupture something that you shoot. It just expands and explodes. Like, it's just so cool. I think they're really good at, like, handling the why Sunraku's always impressed to get a new weapon, or why he's excited, because there's so much to the mechanics of things. And I mean, if this is going to be a legendary weapon that we got, yeah, he should probably be doing some mad crazy shit with it, which is exactly what happened. I will say though, my personal favorite aspect was the Tiger Zero stuff. I think she's adorable. I never thought she would make any progress, and while for Sunraku, I don't even think he knows that Tiger Zero is a girl, at the end of the day, she made some progress. They did go on a solo adventure together, and even if she has Zoro-level directions and can't find where she's going, I still have to give her props where props is due, because goddamn, just the way her character can be both simultaneously so adorable and so frightening is just fantastic. So, she seems like a psychopath to our boy, because she'll just be saying stuff like death, or it'll look like she's enraged, ready to cut down a fool, and I'm like, what the what's going on here? Like, what? Like, even knowing that she's this cute girl underneath the hood, like, why is she seeming so psycho? Like, Sunraku's like, yeah, I'm going to meet up with friends. Is one of those friends a girl? And he's like, bro, like, yeah, I suppose so. He doesn't know why Tiger Zero wants to cut down a girl, but, like, he's just like, bro, like, I'm just trying to get to my destination. And the best part is that when she's in this murderous rage, they'll show you that she's actually super calm. She's just like, ooh, I wonder if I can. I don't know how the disconnect happens. Maybe it's the character model she decided to play, but it's hilarious as shit. And the idea that we stumble upon the Zoo Guild, who's basically like, turn back, mortals. I'm thinking to myself, yes, there's probably, like, I don't know, the odds would probably be 60 to 40 on their side. Because at the end of the day, they do outnumber us. Even if Saiger Zero's a menace, and Sunraku to boot, it's very possible to get overwhelmed and die here. But I don't think it's an impossible fight, so I'm thinking this could be cool. They're clearly keeping something a secret, something that's very valuable. I want to see what it is. But spawn camping the wolf was not on my bingo card. But the thing too, is it's really funny, because I was ready to cancel Arthur, because when it's revealed that Arthur sold part of her debt and gave information on the rabbit village, I was like, there's no excusing that. That's too far. Like, we can never trust her. Oh, wait, she gave bullshit information. The way Sunraku's like, I don't think it kind of works like that when they're saying how if you get 100 criticals on the wolf, you get an invitation to the rabbit village. I went from very furious to, you know what? Sell that debt, girl. You're just gonna get yourself in trouble with everyone not believing you after they realize you sold them bullshit, but still, funny shit. So, it spawned. I think one of two things happens. I really don't think we beat this thing. So one of two things happens. We fight with the group for a good while, and everyone's gonna die at some point. But we learned some things. Maybe we have a bit more understanding of what's going on here. Or two, we're gonna fight it for a bit, and then we're gonna retreat. Which I wouldn't be surprised if we retreat and then we make our way up with our friends Rust. We'll see what happens, but either way, this is just fan-freaking-tastic. Like, they did a really good job. They're nailing it. They're keeping it feeling like a game you want to play. The mechanics, the physics engine, like using a giant machine's own blade, its force to crush itself. I wish I could play it, man. The only thing I have to question is everyone's been there at one point in their life. They've been playing a game and the power went out. We've yet to see a single player in this game ever have a power outage. That's the only unrealistic thing. I need to see someone in the middle of the most crucial thing lose power and just be absolutely enraged. But otherwise, man, just 10 out of 10. You let me know what you thought down below. They jam-packed this episode. Definitely a lot less SLF theater these weeks, but they're making up for it in other ways. Your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course, ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Real Chill, Christoph Zenzwoski, JMW, Tokyo, JD, FL Fax, Match, Mate, and we also have Danbro77, so I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.